My first sales hire in my first startup was a disaster. We were tight on cash for a while, but after we had worked hard for a few years, I figured it was time to hire a seasoned salesperson so he can get us larger accounts and also more profitable projects. The terms were simple and the salary was handsome. We didn't expect this to go wrong in any way. But after a painful 3 months, our new salesperson did not close a single deal. It was a hard lesson. Suffice it to say, it set us back many months. It was a big hit on our budget and delayed much projected revenue. To avoid what happened to me, here are 10 actions you must take when you're hiring your first sales guy or gal. And these actions apply whether you're hiring a part-time or full-time person. And an important note here, if you don't think you have the time to learn and take these actions, let me remind you of an important statistic. A bad hire can cost you up to 30% of the employee's first year's salary. If you're still debating whether you should hire a salesperson or not, watch my video here where I help you make that decision. Now here are the 10 considerations. Number 1, clearly define the role. What I want you to do is to explicitly set the expectations for that person. This is especially important if your first hire is from your personal network or is a friend. Clarity will help you avoid conflict and maintain a good relationship. More specifically, define the scope. For example, which part of the sales process will they handle? Are they making the first calls? Are they making introductions? Are they pitching? Are they negotiating? Are they following up? Or all of the above? And then delineate where their responsibility ends and yours or one of your team members' responsibility begins. Will they own and drive the entire sales cycle or will they pass it back to you? If you're relatively new to sales, check out our video, The Ultimate Guide to Sales Funnels and the associated checklist so it's easy for you to follow. Now on to number 2, onboard them and provide relevant resources. Onboarding entails introducing them to the business model and the business plan, to the ins and outs of your service, to other team members, and all relevant resources. This includes all the necessary tools, processes, templates, messaging, and talking points to help them succeed. Number 3, only interview experienced candidates. There may come a time when you'll have your own sales training for junior hires, but for now, make sure the person you hire is skilled in sales and has a verifiable sales record. And it might not be a bad idea to have one of your friends, someone who's really strong in sales, to be with you in the interview to make sure you're hiring the right candidate. And number 4, check their domain knowledge. Once you've determined that a candidate is experienced in sales overall, you want to assess how familiar they are with your sector and the specialization your company offers within the sector. Also, ask if they've sold to companies comparable in size to your typical client. See, the more their experience aligns with your company, the greater the chance they'll hit the ground running. Now, if they don't have a lot of directly related experience, but you still feel it's a good move to hire them, that's not a problem. Just understand they're going to need more time to ramp up. Number 5, determine the type of contract and compensation. Even if the person is a friend, make sure you have clear agreements. The number of hiring options is limitless, from a part-time to a commission-only arrangement to an independent representative or a full-time hire. You can start with a simple commission structure, say 10%, but make sure you do some research and see what's typical in your geography or line of business. You can also start with a salary and commission. This way you'll show your commitment to the role and to the success of the salesperson. Now, before we continue to the next set of actions, please sign up to the Daily Advisor, our newsletter dedicated to founders like you who want to build and grow 7 or 8-figure businesses in consulting or in services. Number 6, legal considerations. A salesperson will have broad access to your key contacts, to your business's intellectual property and systems. So even if you're hiring someone you trust, make sure it's very clear on what can and cannot be shared. Cover non-compete and non-disclosure agreements. Discuss lead ownership. And address questions like who gets commission if the salesperson leaves. Seek legal advice and have a formal agreement even for a 3-month trial. Number 7, set performance expectations. While it may be hard to evaluate performance for some roles in your business, a salesperson's role is very clear. Bring in paying clients. Yet, you should clearly define steps and milestones leading to paying clients. For example, the number of outbound calls and emails, the number of proposals sent, the number of meetings, presentations, and pitches, and other metrics that you deem relevant. Even top performers need to be evaluated, and these metrics will help keep them on track. Number 8, continuous learning. Even if your salesperson has specialized domain knowledge, as I mentioned earlier, encourage them to learn more about your industry, your specialized services, and invest your own time to support their learning. Point them to resources such as online courses or YouTube videos, and stress the importance of continuous learning so they can stay vigilant and competitive. Number 9, background. Did they work at a big corporation or a series of small businesses and startups? This matters because typically at large organizations, the sales processes are very established and very mature. There's a CRM, there's a team supporting the CRM, and this team typically provides data and insights to salespeople to support the sale. In addition, large organizations have a lot of sales and marketing assets to support the sale. None of these might be available at a smaller organization with fewer resources. A track record of success at big organizations does not mean that the salesperson will succeed in a more nascent organization. Before hiring, make sure the salesperson understands the level of support and process they'll have access to and the resources they'll have to create on your own. And number 10, what kind of sales do they do? See, in sales, there are 2 general divisions, that of hunting and that of gathering. Hunters, or sometimes called outside sales, are those who reach out to leads, generate leads, nurture leads, and close deals. While gatherers, sometimes called inside sales, are those who nurture existing accounts, not only retain them, but upsell and cross-sell. You must consider what kind of salesperson you're looking for. Assess if they're a hunter or a gatherer, and make sure they align with your needs. I hope the guidelines mentioned in this video help you as you hire your salesperson. And don't forget to like and share this video. See you next time.